Hello! Well, Ollie, you did it again. At some point you won't be first. I suppose I should ask, can you hear this hissing sound that we had yesterday? Because I don't have a plugged in controller today, so hopefully it'll work a bit better. And is the sound, like the music level, acceptable? I can turn it up and down as you need. Well, somebody's got to be first. Cool. Normally I'd say, well, we'll wait for people to file in, but you know what, it could just be you and me, who knows. And hopefully I won't get lost like I did last week. That wasn't my finest hour. Truth be told, I can't even remember where I've left it, so there's probably going to be some wandering around for a bit. I know we've done the prison bit, but after that, can't really remember what happened, so there you go. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, for some reason I've given Eris 2 fire materials. Let's just get stuck in. I think I was supposed to go up the escalator. Thanks, Ollie. Let's follow the blood. Excuse me. Ba-da-ba. Oh, 0 damage. We'll have some of that. You can tell it's got all serious now, the music's changed completely. Thanks, Jarvis. I know. But I appreciate it regardless, so thank you. Hey Trash, how you doing? You found your way here, thank you. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of the stream we will have got further than the remake is projected to last for, story-wise. All things going well. I thought that was going to happen last week, and then I got it horribly wrong. Timing-wise, it took a lot longer than I thought. I really need to heal. Excuse me. Hey, thank you. Thanks, Trash. Hey Dion, how you doing? Apart from, you know, wanting to break every bus of cork. So yeah, we missed out on some Witcher goodness today. But fair play to Quick for stepping in and doing, what, 45 minutes? An hour? At short notice like that? That's good of him. Hope everybody caught what he streamed. If not, it will be there for everybody to look at some point. What? I don't even know why I'm saving really, I only just saved. Right, let's go upstairs. This is going to be a bit more story based to begin with. Apart from this, hopefully only one battle. So yeah, we had our appetizer with Naomi this afternoon, and she's nailing that with Detroit Become Human. She's doing really well with that. We had Quick. So like a little taster in between the main event. And of course you'll have some dessert afterwards with Flamingo and Chill, which I'm also looking forward to. In fact, I look forward to everybody else's streams rather than my own, truth be told. Still haven't really got used to doing this, even though I streamed for, what, 2.5 hours yesterday? Oh, here we go. It's the President. Spoilers, he's a little dead. I mean, that massive fuck-off sword in his back might be a bit of a hint, but hey. Except because it's so big. Hey, Palmer. You ain't going nowhere, Sunbeam. Even I mean, Sephiroth's so much better than most villains. Just like the mention of his name makes you go. Yeah, here we go. Things are getting serious now. I heard his voice too. Save it? I don't think so. Not a chance. So if I know it's in a little bit of time, but if people can do me a favour, I'm only streaming up until we get to Calm, or till Flamingo and Chill happens. But I imagine it'll be when we get to Calm first. Just because the flashback at Calm takes a while to get through, and I don't want to do half of it and then overrun. That's not fair on everybody else. But yeah, so if we get to 8:15, which I'm hoping we do because it's only 40 minutes away, I need somebody to keep an eye on the football score for me and tell me how bad United are doing, just so I don't have to be subjected to it myself. So yeah, now that President Shinra is dead, Rufus has already taken over, so Rufus is President's son and the new president. Just who are you? Our ragtag motley group of crew. Nice. Me too. I have a fire wheel from some kind of stick out there, Eris. Thanks, Dion. If we lose, or if we're losing, you could always lie. So what's everybody been doing with their day? You had a good one? Up to anything fun? Come on, Rufus, just get on with it. How are you enjoying it, Trash? Is it good fun? I know Quick Catch set the bar high, but as long as you're getting through it, it's all that matters. Again, it seems like one of those games that I would like to play, but I don't think I'd be very good at. That's it, just take the word of this nutter. Okay, Rufus, it's just you and me. And Ollie, I see you've got through the Pirate Beast, I believe. Just on to the fella that will now be called He Who Must Not Be Named. There's something to do with materia here, and I always forget which way round to equip it. Whose boss battle is first. I think it's the free. Yeah, remove. So basically the party's split into two now. And they're both going to have a boss battle. Oh, that's horrendous range. Thank you. Ice. Fire. Ba-da-ba-ba. We'll use the sense materia. Ollie, I don't have enough time to play XCOM though as well. I was saying this to Greg last night. I finished Spider-Man and he wants me to play Bloodborne. I had this. I started Borderlands 2 yesterday. I started oh, here we go. I started Dragon Ball Z Kakarot yesterday. There are too many games and not enough time and no TARDIS to speak of. Right, let's fuck this guy up. I bet if it's supposed to be 89% chance of hitting, I can imagine it does so. But then again, you know, there is that 11%. Got to take the rough with the smooth. So basically this boss battle is set into like 2 different sections. You've got the fella now on his own, and then at some point there'll be a separate section with a couple of enemies. And then there'll be another boss battle with Cloud. And then hopefully we'll be out of Midgar. Because this game is very, very old. Like 23 years now. And so when I first played it, I just assumed that this was it. I hadn't played an RPG before. This was the first one that I played. So I thought it was all going to be this kind of just run around the city doing different things, and it would open out with do more of the reactors, that kind of thing. So again, if nobody's played this before and has no idea what's coming, I envy you. It takes me back. That's why one of the reasons why I'm so looking forward to the remake is it's all going to be new but familiar. It's just the world that I want to get back into, but it'll obviously be with PS4 graphics and voice acting, beautiful music again, but updated. I was momentarily very, very disappointed when they put it back, but I understand why they've done it. And in the grand scheme of things, it's only a month. You know, it's not going to be that bad having to wait that long. You can see I'm just spamming music. What am I talking about? Spamming magic. That's a good start. Here's the second bugger. And we really need to kill. Thanks, Ares, that's lovely timing. Also forgot that I did that, so it's a waste of a limit. Oh well. Yeah, so for me, I've just been doing coursework most of today, but then the good thing was we've had something going on in the background. We had Sadie's video that she'd edited together, so again, if none of you have checked out the Goat Simulator second part that she's done, I would advise it. It's all the best bits from the stream that she did. It's great fun. I sit down and watched. I had Naomi stream on in the background, although I was in and out because the parents-in-law came around to help out in the house, just doing something in the bathroom. Then obviously we had Quick, now it's me, and then I'll finally have something to eat after my stream and then sit down and do some more work, listen to Tiny. I don't even know what Tiny's playing, as she said, which game she has on tonight. I know she wasn't very well a couple of days ago, so it's been keeping things a bit on the down low, but I don't even know what she's playing tonight. Just turn it down a smidge. Yes, Trash, you're right. You're right now that you said that, all considering back, because a lot of people, by South included, voted for Unrivaled last week. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having some tea, although the wife's not home yet, so that's why I haven't done anything. But so far today, in honour of our Devon folk, I've only had 2 scones to eat, so I'm quite hungry. Well, hopefully that's removed the materia. Yep, alright, okay, so we need... There's no point doing all. So we need a cure. Shut up. A lightning. We'll go with elemental lightning and defense. Just throw CD. There we go. We'll rearrange that. I didn't make the scone. I bought them from a shop. My cooking is not so great, although I do make good cakes. Well, I say make good cakes. I have made a couple of good cakes. It's been a while since I've bothered enough to do them. But last time I made a chocolate cake, it was so good that one of the lads I worked with at the time that never eats dessert, he had 2 pieces. So, and he's still alive, which is even more surprising. Oh, I can't remember. I'm very much like Dion, I'm afraid, and that it was just plain. It was a fruited scone, and I had no time for that cutting and spreading and well, just in the face. Get it in there, get it done. There we go, proper boss battle music. Although, I was looking on YouTube a week or so ago, and I reckon that this boss battle music is getting me copyright, not strikes, but somebody's raising a grievance, not doing anything about it. They're saying, oh, you shouldn't be using this music. I'm like, really? This game's 23 years old, go after everybody else. I'm supposed to take out the dog first, I think, whose name escapes me. Dark Nation, there we go. Each to their own, but as I say, Dion seems to have an ally in myself regarding food choices. Oh, I should have gone after Dark Nation again. I know I messed it up. Excuse me. Just now he set out his magic barrier. I'll have to heal in a second as well. That's right, my scone! My scone! And is it me, or does Rufus' character model look completely different to, like now, to the in-game one? Because I could have sworn he had red ginger hair, and here he looks so blonde. Yeah, see? Blonde! Yep, just a dry, plain scone. I don't even do sauces. No tomato sauce, no brown sauce, no mustard, no gravy, none of that. Oh, we have another limit break. So we need to get out of here. Actually, I didn't realise how close I was to the end. I should have just finished this last week. If I hadn't messed it up, I probably would have done. Hey Tifa. And that includes like a Sunday roast. So yeah, if I have like a roast lamb or something, don't do any of that. Swig the water for the working man. That seemed to take in Dion's fluid choices on board, just water. Lots and lots of water. Go on, Barrett. Do something crazy and heroic. I'm really interested to see if actually in the remake, is this where it's going to end? Because they did say it was just Midgar, but are they going to end with the chase? Oliver, that's why you have a drink. That's why you have a drink. Does its job for you. Although it's weird, I know some people that can't have a drink while they're eating, which I find weird. A friend of mine, he can have a pint before and he can have a pint afterwards, but he can't have a pint during. Oh, I love this bit. This came out of left field originally. And the music's awesome. So if you bust in through the front door, you can actually see the vehicles in the Shinra building. Obviously we didn't do that, but again I'm hoping they do that in the remake. There's all these little things that I hope that they put in, which I'm sure that they're going to do, because it looks like they fan service the whole thing. I know, trash. Well, I hope you're on about Cloud's motorcycle rather than the truck. This, I always mess this up. We need to form our party because there's going to be another boss battle afterwards. And as I said before, I like to have the weakest members in the party. Well, that way I can build them up. So we're going to go with Cloud, Aeris and Barrett. We need to sort out materia. Okay, so it's just Cloud then. Removal, arrange. So we need cure-alls. What have we got? So we need a spell for all of them. We need lightning, ice, fire, poison. Don't put steel. So we need steel. Cover, although I suppose I should give that to Barrett because in the back row he has more HP than Cloud does. We'll just stick with that. Right, yeah. So yeah, we're back to the motorcycle chase. I mean, I can only press 2 buttons, right and left, but hey. It's just the 3D bit of this, you have to kind of slash slightly ahead of where the bike is. I don't do too well on this. So basically the bikes start attacking part of the truck, and if anybody gets down to 0, I think that's where the boss battle starts. So it's never been that bad, it's just I just find this pretty tricky. Controls are a bit funky. Take that. And I think you can play this in the gold saucer later. I'll take the other guy out. So come into a Gran Turismo near you. Sod off. Right, that's one here. See now the backing off that I had him in line. Oh, it was all going so well. Well, that was lucky. That was so lucky. So, like a basketball team, I started off really hot to begin with, and I started getting every single one of them, and then I went really cold and couldn't hit a shot to save my life. And now we're kind of middling. Oh, here we go. Close to the end. Get back. Again, so this is 1997. I can't wait to see what this will look like with 2020 graphics. I'm sorry. Oh, what? Milk with roast dinner. And I don't. Milk is for cereal, and that's it. That wasn't so bad, although we're going to have to... if I'd have just changed the rows before the battle, it would have saved me doing it now. So again, if nobody's seen that mechanic before, there are 2 rows, a front row and a back row. The back row takes less damage from the enemy, but it deals less damage too. Now, Barrett is using a long-range weapon, so he can sit in the back row and do as much damage as he would as if he was in the front, which is helpful. But of course, because the enemy got me from behind, Ali, phrasing, and it meant that the rows were all upside down. So what I really need here is some bolt magic lightning attacks. And some limit breaks too. But at least the party's well healed. Okay, that'll do. It's a good start. So Ali, the question remains, Bloodborne, are you actually enjoying it? So again, part of me wants to play it this evening, but I know as soon as I do it'll be, you're playing it! And then I'll be, yeah, I died again, I gave up. That was some serious damage errors. Oh, that was some serious damage to me. Right, cure, damn it. Right, well we have Eris's limit break. So we'll go with that. That'll be enough for now, I think. Okay, so now that we've started the food chat, what's everybody's favourite meal? What would you go for? No, I have a choice this evening. It's going to be good. We either have something that Mum's made, something with rice. What was it? Oh, chicken and black bean sauce and rice, or Chinese that we bought from Tesco yesterday, or maybe even a bit of both. I am that hungry. So I've only had those 2. Oh, that wasn't as bad as before. All that grinding in between streams paid off. Yes, I've literally only had those 2 scones today, and knowing Irish, you won't have eaten either. We have another limit break. Hey Harkness, well for the 10 minutes, you're more than welcome. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. We have just come to the end of Midgar, which is basically where the remake is going to be set. So anything after this, we think, won't be in the new game that's going to come out. What time are we? 8 o'clock. Oh, we might have time to do everything at calm, you know. That is exposition heavy, I'm afraid, so it's going to be more story based and less fighty, stabby. Embrace the death. I don't think you have much choice if you play any Soulsborne kind of game. My experience is limited. I have Demon's Souls, I think I still have it. Yeah, on my shelf here I have the PS3 version of Demon's Souls. A friend of mine and I played it for a couple hours. He beat the first 2 bosses, I didn't do anything, and that was it. I says I've had enough of that. So later in the game we can come back in. We do come back to Midgar, but we can actually come back to this bit, but you need the key to get in. Oh. Well, you can't get anywhere now. You don't have the key. Right. Let's go. As I say, 20 odd years ago, when you've played this for the first time and you just go around Midgar and you see the city above the slums, you think that's going to be it, and then in a couple of minutes when we get onto the world map, everything's a lot different. I know Harkness, I'd love it to be the full game, but I don't mind it being episodic as long as it's good. It just means that you're going to get more good games. The thing that I not necessarily question is how are your abilities going to cross over from end of part 1 to part 2 with all your materia, which I would assume that they do, so they're going to have to put that mechanic in place. And the PS5 is coming out next year, so you're going to have the first part as a PS4 game, and then the rest I assume designed for PS5. Unless they've integrated PS5 technology into the first part and are scaling it back for the release that's going to happen in April. I don't know. But yeah, that just seems kind of odd. Why not? Unless Sony have paid them a lot of money to release it as a end-of-life PS4 game, why not just leave it till the PS5? Why not have it as a launch title? How many games would they sell? I mean, it's going to sell well regardless, but it'd be even bigger. Right, so we just had Eris and Barrett, we'll keep them. The CAB, the cab. And we're not going to do what Irvine in FF8 does and just make a party of himself and the ladies. Here we go. It's the world map. I know it's all blocky, but I say when you've spent the first, how long have we played for? 6 hours in Midgar, and then you come to this where it's just all open. It's a lot different. Anyway, we're going to head northeast to Calm. We may even have to do a couple of battles in the meantime, but there you go. And did you notice how the screen got a lot lighter since we left Midgar? There you go, we do have a fight to do. Don't say that, Ollie. Do not jinx it. Not again. Some of us have been waiting years for this. Although I still would like them to re-release all the old games on PS4 as well. It makes no sense. They did it for the PS3, and I've had 1 and 6 and played them all. But I want those trophies, man. It doesn't count. Please, why would you do that to me? No delays. No further delays. Just because January 2020 is the month of delays. It's a good thing I've got some gear as well, because we need to upgrade equipment. So this basically follows the formula of a lot of other FF games that you just go from town to town and do whatever's needed. Oh, I can go wandering. It's true. Oh, it's a true. Again, this is a bit more awkward because some of these rooms are isometric and some aren't. So sometimes you press down and you end up going completely the wrong way. Basically, it's just the pub. Obviously, I need to go to the inn. I'm just delaying that. Oh, but this is an RPG. You normally just go into whatever room you want, nick all the stuff and sod off. what I've forgotten. Again, as I've said before, I like my items in multiples of 5. Slightly OCD, but I don't care. I'm just getting a few of each. Oh no, it's the other one. It'd be really helpful if they release a demo, which I'm really surprised that they haven't yet. I don't know why they haven't. Especially when the oh yes, let's grab some extra material. Yeah, especially when the delay was announced, you'd think, oh well, bad publicity. We'll bury it with good feeling. I'm excited to play it. I know it's not hugely long because it's just a demo, but I want it precious. So again, you can see all the attack power there for the new weapons is much better than the old ones that I had. No, we've got another mithril armor, so that is as much as I needed. We can't sell the Buster Sword. One of the things I do like is that when you change a weapon, it should change in the actual battles as well, so you've got a new weapon in hand rather than just the generic one. Yeah, but Hark, I also heard at some point they were considering releasing the demo on the same day that the actual game is being released. Which again, I understand why, because it might get more people to buy it, but I want it. Oh, we need to find... There's a gun somewhere for Vincent. We'll have that ether. They're always rare. Yeah, I'm just agreeing with you. Right, it's not this place. Maybe it's the third one. You don't want to do that, laddie. You don't want to be doing that. Ah, yes, there we go. We will have that again. This weapon. If you didn't know where to find Vincent, and you just saw that you had this gun, you'd be thinking, what the hell is this for? Again, when people play this for the first time, and then like, if they just went through without finding Yuffie and Vincent, they must have been so confused when other people that they knew that had played it actually started talking to them about it. Mr. Cloud? Who's Mr.? Mr. Strife, thank you. So, this bit that's coming up, this is quite long, but it really does set up the story for the next part of what would be Disc 1 normally. And Disc 1 is huge, but this is the next part of it. No spoilers. No spoilers, Dion. I know you won't. Well, Trash, they did say that the game was going to be a full-length game. Say that how you will. I mean, it could be what the story is 35 hours, and then I assume there's side stuff to do. As I say, my FF10 file is 180 odd hours. I doubt it's going to be that long, that you're going to need to put that amount of time into it, but who knows? We'll find this out in a couple of months, I suppose. Cool, Harkness. Well, I will be streaming until Calm is finished, until 9 o'clock approximately. Maybe a little bit after that, but of course Tiny's on at 9:30, so I won't go any later than kind of 1:15. But thanks for popping in. If you can, pop back. Cool, I'll still be here. And if not, I'll speak to you later. So this is 16-year-old Cloud, dressed exactly the same as 21-year-old Cloud. And I'm sure you all know, but the fell on the right is Sephiroth. So can I ask anyone here, has anybody here played Final Fantasy VI? Again, I should probably take this a little bit slower just because this is quite important. You got sass for a 16-year-old kid talking to Sephiroth like that. Well, that's really my question. I was just going to ask if anybody had played 6, do they put Kefka above Sephiroth? Well done, Trash, you win. I don't think we're going to get to 301 in this, so you win. Okay then, well in light of nobody playing 6, I know Trash, you haven't played any of the other FF games. Actually Trash, if you haven't played any of the FF games, are you thinking of picking up the 7 remake? And if so, why? And if not, why? Nibelheim. Again, it might be pronounced differently. That's what I'm going with. So there you go. I should have done. I know that Norman Cynical, and Tiny have started doing disclaimers in their things. I should have done the same for myself and just said, well, you know, all the opinions are mine, they're nobody else's. But quite frankly, why would you disagree? I'm obviously right. Oh, here we go. Level 1 Cloud is going to save the day. It's 50-50 whether you can actually survive this or not. It's completely random. But look at how much stronger Sephiroth is. He does 3,000. We're dead. That's a shame. That's a good idea actually, Trash. I would recommend giving the demo a try. I'm really looking forward to it. The game could be terrible, and I'll probably still love it just because it's in this world. Dion, were you stunned just because of Sephiroth, or just the actual this flashback in general? Oh, and it's got one of my favourite lines in this bit too, in Nibelheim in the past. It gives me the feels. And now I'm thinking, oh, I can't wait to play this bit in part 2. It's going to be incredible. That's the thing with this game, there's so many different parts that are really good. Okay, part of it will be nostalgia, and again part of it is because this is the first JRPG that I played, but oh, it's just so good. Your father's a prat. Oh yes, something I was going to ask you, Dion. So you've played other FFs. Where would you rank the main villains? Actually, which ones have you played? Is it all the PS1 and onwards ones? So 7 to 15. Look at these faceless goons. Okay, so where does Sephiroth rank in your ranking of villains? Because I'm just trying to think of other villains in that series. 8, Ultimecia, 9, Kuja stroke Necron, 10, Seymour stroke Yevon stroke Sin stroke Jekt, 12, Bane, 13, Barthandelus, who's got awesome music. That music for Barthandelus, that's fantastic. 14, can't remember who it was. And 15, Arden. I think it's only really Arden, even though 15 I wasn't a massive fan of the actual story, he's a good character. And the villains from 10, I think that even come close to this silver-haired fella. You got to have a good antagonist opposite the protagonists, and Sephiroth's fantastic. Although, as I've said in earlier streams, I think he's the third most evil character in this game, which is saying something. And you get 3 guesses at the 2 others. So this is now the past again. Well done. Hojo is definitely the most evil character in this game. By far. By far. Twisted motherfucker. But a really good character. Right, we need to not... I'm just going to go into the other houses first, because there's a funny bit and my favourite bit. We're certainly going to try, love. I can't grab that. Righty, let's do the funny bit first. Because this should be Tifa. Yes. Did you go to my house? Yes, I did, Tifa. Yes, Tifa, I did go into your bedroom. Hey!
I've been shouting.
The wife is home. Hello.
Hello.
You okay?
I was shouting all sorts of greetings.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't hear over the sound of my own voice.
Ugh.
I know. I know. I know.
Wow. Ooh. They're back with my dulcet tones.
Oh, I can't remember the song.
Our bath looks a bit scary.
Maybe. Hey Trash, I didn't ignore the wife, I just couldn't hear her. There's a difference.
I'm used to it.
She is used to it. It is a pity. I can't remember the tune. If I'd have paid attention, if I'd have thought about it beforehand, if I'd have figured that we were going to do the flashback, I would have got the... Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. So yes, that's we go through Tifa's closet while she's away. And you have to remember, she's going to be younger at this point. She's only going to be a teenager herself. This is a bit wrong. But yeah, we have the orthopedic underwear. That's what I was after. It's true. But again, it seems kind of out of place for Cloud to be doing and saying something like that, because, you know, as good and as cool as he is, he doesn't really have a sense of humour. But we're going to go and see his mum. Of course she'll remember, but she'll forgive me. She always does. Yeah, thanks, Harley. Remember to like the stream. Whoa, massive stomach rumble. Don't worry, I'll suffer for it for you guys. And also because I love this game. Yeah, it's the very last line that she says that gets me. Because we don't really spend a lot of time talking about Cloud's past, or this part of Cloud's past, about his family life. Other characters we do, but considering he's the main character, it's not really explored that much. Oh, Dion, the third evil character is Genova. Now when he says not really, does he mean that they don't really approach him or that they don't really leave him alone? Sorry, you don't have to be able to cook to eat. That's the one. Ugh. Oh, harsh. So yeah, better get used to seeing a lot of this area in the future. That's right. Right, let's go see Sephiroth. Dion, the main bad from 12 was VII, but again he literally says before the final battle he asks who you are, which says as much as I ever could. From those ones that you've played, I'd put Sephiroth top, and then probably Seymour second, then Arden, then Kuja, then Ultimecia, then Barthandelus. Although if you're asking about the games, they'd be completely topsy-turvy. Yeah, Arden's brilliant. I still haven't played episode Arden. Yeah, he's really cool. We need to speak to the photographer. I'd be interested in seeing your rankings. If you've played all the PS1 onwards games, where have you got which one? And did you play either 11 or 14? Mr. Sephiroth, actually he doesn't have a surname, does he? He's just Sephiroth. So again, all of this is foreshadowing for later. All these little nuggets are going to come up later in the game. So as you missed today with the bus shenanigans, are you looking to pop yourself in for more Witcher later in the week? Let's just let Sephiroth take care of these guys. God, that's a ropey bridge. Badum-tsh. So you can tell Ollie's dipping in and out because he's very short on puns this evening. Nobody after the arcade, so got to get comfy, bring snacks, that kind of thing. Ooh, just about survived that one. Ollie, you must have your big book of puns to refer to. And if you don't already have it, you should start writing them down. Excuse me. Sorry, drinking. Excuse me. Right. It's ironic that Sephiroth and Hojo don't get along. Just bear in mind, anybody that hasn't seen this before, there's just one of those grunts, but we need to keep that grunt there for a reason. the long way round. No, Ollie, not... Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. No, Trash, the grunt is not a meat shield. But you'll find that out in about 30 hours. I won't say any more. Spoilers! Let's go. So we did 2 reactors in Midgar. Leave it, get onto the world map, go straight back into another reactor. But if anybody saw the first stream, you might recognise this bit from the first reactor when we had that very small flashback. And this is inside. You notice the name on the door? And shit's about to go down. So there's, in Sephiroth's life, there's very much a turning point. And this is it. Well, it becomes materia. Hate this, you have to get this just right. There you go. Whoa. And now he snapped. Watching. I've just gone back through your rankings, Dion. Do you think that 7 might be higher with better graphics? Or is it just you're kind of ranking them on story? I don't blame you for having 10 at the top, it's top tier. I've got it second on my rankings. It's Whopper. Yes, Trash, all the games are all the main games are in separate universes. So all the characters that appear in 7 aren't in 8, they aren't in 9. There's no crossover. Oh, unless you have this, you can't sequels to games. So, for example, obviously 10 and 10-2 have some recurring characters. We might as well save. Yes, yeah. You've got other things like Kingdom Hearts that they're in, and like 14 has its own crossovers as well, but they're only, that's just because it's an MMO. They are just that, they're just crossovers. You got things like Ear Gaze as well. But no, they, like, the characters in this aren't in 8 at all. Righty, we've got to go in the Shinra building. We're going to go to the very bottom. Again, just for future reference, when we finally get to Nibelheim in the future, or the present, we've got to open this safe, which I remember the combination for. And this is also where Vincent is housed. They didn't look hard enough, did they? Okay, both you Trash and for you Ollie, if you've not played any FF before, so Vincent's in there with the other coffins, if you've not played any FF before, I would recommend picking up either 10, the remaster for 10, or the Zodiac Age edition for 12. 10 is better. It has everything, it has story, graphics are good, gameplay is good, all really good. But I really enjoyed the remake, or the Zodiac Age edition of 12, and 3 times speed or 4 times speed, whichever it is in that game, is glorious. Now Dion, I assume you don't use the Vincent the same reason that I do, but his limit breaks are terrible. I think the reason that Cloud's more popular is because this game was the biggest. It was certainly the biggest when it came out, and it's still top tier IP now. Other games have come and taken over from FF, I suppose, but I don't suppose it's going too far to say this game is probably the most beloved. Certainly the most popular of the series. I mean, true, it didn't have more marketing budget than all the others, but man, it really helped that first PlayStation. I think probably the main reason is it's just the story is fantastic, and he is the main character in this story. I say he has a really compelling villain to play alongside, to play off of, but no, he's really interesting. Yeah. There's no point in making remakes for the first 5, because I don't think the demand's there for it, or 8 and 9 to be honest, and say 10 onwards, the graphics are already that good anyway, so if they're going to do any of them, it's going to be either 6 or 7, and even though I would love a remake for 6, I don't think it'd be as popular as 7 is. So, sorry, just coming back to the story, Sephiroth's just hiding himself away and doing his research. He's just found out that Jenova is confirmed to be an ancient, and he's putting 2 and 2 together, that Jenova's his mother. Which, again, there's a side quest that not very many people do, that I plan on doing, which we'll get into a bit more of Sephiroth's backstory and his mum. So if you don't mind me saying, Dion, how old is your dad? I could never get my dad to play a computer game, no matter how much I tried when I was young. So for him to play 7 is really cool. As I always get jealous when Rob mentions MGS on his videos, and he says about how when he went to go and see his dad at the weekends, that he'd get his dad to play Metal Gear 43. So what, this is 12, so he'd been like 20 when this came. Oh, okay, cool, that makes sense. That must be so cool to grow up with parents that actually play games. You can sense the change in music, the ominous bells. You're right to see another very famous scene. And again, a lot more happens in these rooms than initially is let on. Which again is more side stuff. Sounds very much like a virus. Thanks. Thanks, dude. Ollie, do you mean the original Tomb Raider? The very first one? Because I remember seeing that for the first time and thinking about how amazing it looked, and now it just looks like ass. And not just Lara Croft's ass. Produced? Called it. I've still got to play Uncharted 4. Played all the first three, and obviously we have them for free now, but they're really good games too, especially number 2. I'm going to see my mother. So you know how we had those ominous bells there? That's kicked up a notch. Soundtrack for this is so good. And so just pay attention to these 2 little pods in the bottom right corner. I know if you go back and look at them now, they're terrible. Well, even this looks terrible, but at the time, it's like in 10 years, 20 years, you'll look back at the PS3 and 4 and think how terrible it looks, but actually now it looks amazing. I know it's later, something like 2. He's so mature. Righty, so you know that lovely town that Cloud's family and friends used to live in? It's seen better days. You're still saying, right? Well, it's questionable. Again, they do not touch on this at all. You go and check on that house. That's where his mum lives? And nothing. So what the fire doesn't kill, Sephiroth will. There he is. For quite a long time that was my laptop background on my desktop. Now it's just the updated version. Well, Sephiroth in Midgar, I think. One of those screenshots I released recently. So, Cloud's a bit pissed off. So yeah, this is the bit that we saw in the first reactor. At the very beginning of the game when Cloud went a bit nuts. So they spent more time on Tifa's dad dying than Cloud's mum. I hate them all. I see what he did there, trash. Badumch. You beat Ollie to the punch this time. Yeah, Tifa, it's not a good idea. And you'd think she'd have scarring on her character model from that. She just got cut with a massive sword. Hides it well, obviously. Have you got any kind of sword puns? Right, let's sort this shit out. Here, I'll give you more phrasing, Ollie. It's coming to a head right now. Cloud versus Sephiroth, it is on. Filthy hobbitses. Okay, Sephiroth, this is a bit weird. A bit very weird. Huh? He's a very, very happy young man. Yeah, you, at level 1 versus level 50 you got no chance, even with that massive fuck off sword. And that's all you're getting. You're going to have to tune in to find out what happens. How's that? Was that fairly anticlimactic? Yes, definite cliffhanger. There's loads of little things in that 45 minutes that just kind of get sprinkled throughout the rest of the game to solve. But that's why when I started tonight, I didn't know whether we'd get time to go for this, because even though it's not very entertaining gameplay wise, it's really important for the story because it sets out lots of different things. Ollie, did you see him? Did you see how happy he was? Not really a thinking man, are you, Barrett? That's right. Do I have to sing it, Dion? No chance. That's what you got. You were pretty bad. You got stabbed with a 6-foot sword. Phrasing. Hey Harkness, how you doing? This will be something for Dion, but when Harkness says he's back, I just hear Eric Bischoff's theme music. What a fascinating story. Right, we need to get back onto the world map to save. So the last thing we're going to do is just going to change everybody's equipment round. Going to update it, sell off the stuff that we don't need. Ooh. Right, so cannonball is a short range weapon, so I'm going to have to put Barrett back into the front. Let's move. So I assume you two will be watching the Rumble on Sunday? Right, so we've done all that. Let's change our party. Because as I say, I like the weakest members, so we'll have Barrett and I should have kept materia. Oh well. We'll sort out our materia. So we want cure-alls. Once we give one back to Eris. All. And one for Barrett. I won't spoil it for you, so don't worry. I probably won't watch it live just because it's late and I'm lazy. But I will watch it the following morning. And I'm trying to be fair to both companies at the moment. I'm trying to watch AEW as well. Right, so I need to do fire and fire. And that's mainly because I'm a Jericho guy. Now you'll notice here I'm just trying to do as much materia on as many people as I can, just so I level up the materia. Use the poison. Just so that's set for when we do our next stream. All the materia sorted, all the equipment sorted. I'm gonna sell off the equipment and then we'll save. It's not necessarily a pay-per-view hardness. They're doing the Jericho does a cruise, so they're just taping loads of matches on the Jericho cruise, which is going on at the moment. I know a couple of people that live in America that have gone on it, so it'll be interesting to see how that translates. Oh, nope, let's salve all this stuff. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Well, I don't suppose it's a surprise. We've got Phil Jones playing centre-back. What do you expect? Well, I've said this before, if you like old school wrestling, and obviously everybody has access to YouTube, check out OSW Review, the Old School Wrestling Review. Again, Dion should like them because they're three Irish guys. They do a video podcast, and they started with the Hulkamania era, so they did from WrestleMania 1 to WrestleMania 9, and now they just do different storylines as they go. It's amazing, you should check it out, it's fantastic. Righty. Well, we went just under an hour and 25 minutes, that's not so bad. And I didn't think we'd actually get to do the flashback at Calm, we did. No hardness. Ashley Young, he had his time. I don't have a bad word to say against him because he was never bought to be a right back or a left back, that's just where we stuck him. Did I save it? Yes I did. He was bought to be a winger, and he never complained, never moaned, always tried his hardest. He just wasn't, he's not a fullback, and he never was. But you know, fair play to him, he might actually go and win something at Inter Milan. Even though Inter Milan just seem to have just United from a couple of years ago. They got Lukaku, they got Sanchez, it looks like they're going to get Darmian, they'll have Young, they're linked with Nicky Tahith Chong from us, so there you go. They're going to have all the United rejects. Although, to be fair, most of our side are United rejects at the moment, but there you go. So yeah, we finished Midgar finally. An episode too late, but we got there, and we've done the flashback of Calm. So with part 5, we'll be doing probably up to June on. For those of you who know what that is, and may even get to Costa del Sol. In fact, if we could get to Costa del Sol, that'd be great, because that's a great place to stop at. But we'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm actually gonna spend an evening with my wife. We're gonna have something to eat, I hope, because I am very, very hungry. I've only had 2 scones to eat today. So yeah, I'll sign out. I just got to remind you that, as always, these streams, they're not for honour, but they're for you. So good night.